G'day guys, it's Jake here. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Please do your own research when it comes to investing. Please be sure to check out my links below, including exchanges I use and social media content that I post. All right, let's go. So we'll start off with my Twitter page here. And if you haven't followed me already, it'd be great to chuck us a follow. It's a very small, obviously, channel here and not influenced by any means, but on my way to greatness. We'll see how we go with that one. This year's definitely be a crazy year, and I might gain some followers because of how crazy things are going to get with the crypto space, but have to wait and see there. Anyway, on to some of my posts that I made prior. So I did make this post on the 14th of January. Okay, so 4 days ago, so not very active, as you can see. And I just reposted Crypt Nuvo, how you want to say his name. He reckons a sweep of the lows. His wick was created when we wicked down to below 89, or got to nearly 89k. That's recently in Bitcoin. And he said it would come back and fill the wick, but we haven't done that yet. Hasn't occurred. But leaving a wick behind is very, very interesting because usually wicks get filled. So, yeah, I did post this. Not long after this happened. So it's the exact same day, we bounced back up and need to fill this wick on January 14th. And you go down, I did make a tweet a day prior, and this is right before we broke down to 89k, as you can see there, right before we broke down. And I was just happening that day, and we didn't get to 85k, unfortunately, my target. And we see the wick risk metric here, this colored indicator was starting to shoot down. And I was like, oh, here we go. This is good. And we can come back and reset below the green line, which is the 30 level. But I'll show you in the charts, we did not get there at all. And it's a quick bounce and then back up again. MACD is starting to curl back around to the bullish side. So yeah, we definitely invalidated that bearish thesis that I had. And I also had another bearish thesis, which was the head and shoulders pattern playing out. The January 13th as well. Now the head and the shoulders, and head back to 85 with the wick here to be filled on the left there, as you can see. Never occurred, fortunately. And that's a chart for another day. But I just pick random coins and I chart them. Every now and again, I see something I like. Yeah, it's that one. And Toshi, that never happened either, unfortunately. I was going to buy this token, but it's if you click into it, I'll show you. It's just like a break of structure. This upward sloping trend line. Usually these result to the downside and they head to where it started. It never occurred. So we do have some wicks that we partially filled them, but definitely needed to revisit this level again. But Toshi is up here in the 150 million mark. So that one's gone, unfortunately. My liking, I like it a bit lower. I didn't hit my target, so that one's out of the picture. And some other charts I posted regarding the 10-year Treasury bond. Okay, and it broke into the upside. We haven't got to this level yet. Week down, and we actually have corrected since. And TLT, which is exact inverse of that. Okay, to hit the range at lows and hopefully sweep the lows and then come back up. So that's still trying to play out, but hasn't quite played out exactly. We'll see how long it takes, but that one's definitely on the cards. As you see here, when Bitcoin is priced in orange, okay, when it's particularly when this pattern plays out, as you can see previously in 2022, going into 2023, we had a high, lower high, lower high, okay, and then went consecutive this line. Once we broke out of that line, we shot to the upside. Bitcoin had a bit of a correction, a sell-off phase there before topping. Bitcoin pretty much already found its low and it started shooting up, and then it found its direction after it topped, it dropped, and then Bitcoin shut up. And Bitcoin continued to grind up with the yields, and then they had this lower high, same as this one. It had another lower high, same as this one, and Bitcoin consolidated a bit, and then yields bottomed, Bitcoin bottomed, yield shot up, Bitcoin shot up, and yields continued to break through this trend line, okay, as you can see here, when it broke out of this trend line, and Bitcoin's been struggling. And there you can see on the chart I'll be showing you that Bitcoin's shooting up again. So whether it's ignoring the yields, or it's just faking people out, liquidating the longs. We'll see what happens. Well, more or less liquidating the shorts, you'd say, on the short side. We're trying to short this thing down, but the longs will get wrecked if it comes back to the downside again. So wait and see. And another chart, I'll just do another altcoin. Okay. And, that's really it. There's some other coins. We have this to look out for. Benjamin Cohen posted this 100-day moving average. Hasn't been touched yet. We actually went right through it back last year. The choppiness here we got. The start of that year, we got a pullback exactly the 100-day moving average. So we get back, pull back eventually to it. We did in 2023. Okay, and 2022, of course, was below it. So this is the only year so far. It's only just started, but we haven't touched this 100-day moving average yet. So it's another thing to look out for. And so they're my tweets that I made and predictions. And so far, haven't played out, but you get things wrong, and I've got to show them on this channel. So that's that. All right, so on to the charts now. On the 3-day time frame, my favorite time frame to look at Bitcoin. Okay, and you can see we have so we wicked down to 89K, and now we've shot back up again, and we're approaching this upward sloping channel that we formed back here. Okay, from November to December, we broke down. Okay, we came back to retest this channel. Whether this is a test and a continuation down, or is just a break of this level. So it can be possibly you get a 3-day close above this, and I consider it being bullish. Okay, and eventually continue the upside. Okay, and head towards major levels, which I don't know where the next level would be. Probably around 120K. Okay, it's the top of this channel. So that would probably be likely where we're heading to Bitcoin in the short term, and potentially cool off. I don't know where to, but could have a nasty sell-off there. But anything could happen in this price action. I have no idea. I'm not good at predicting Bitcoin's price, as you've seen on my tweets. It's not very, but it's just a bit of fun and games. Or you can come to the downside. Okay, this can be a rejection of this level and a wick, and we don't actually close above this, and we continue back down to these lows. If we do hit back to these lows, this is tested that many times. I'll show you on the daily time frame. Tested that many times. Okay, once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. If we come back down again, it's definitely breaking, and we're heading to 85K. There's no doubt about it. See this wick here. Okay. We could have potentially filled it with this candle, because it's 50% of the wick. If you look at this, this is technically, if I could show you a bit clearly on this, there we go. So 50% of this candle has been filled. So technically that wick has been done, but nevertheless, liquidity can be taken. Okay, it can come below this to take liquidity, or but this has been swept. This low here of 92K has been officially swept, and this could be it. This could be going to the upside. This could be the low, the short term, and continuation upward. And we have closed a daily candle above this level at 102-ish thousand. Okay, so if you look at this, the close there, 102, and we have closed a daily candle, so it's bullish for now. Okay, so not doubting at all. There's one thing I'm not seeing that's quite bullish. Okay, and I'll show you coming up. Actually, I might show you on the next chart. So I'll show you now, actually. So USDT dominance, which is the exact inverse of Bitcoin. Okay, and you can see here, I've come back to these lows. All right, I'll come back to here, wicks down here. Okay, on the daily time frame, or 3-day time frame, I should say, and it looks like a double bottom is playing out. Okay, could this be potentially setting this one up? We find a short-term bottom, and it continues up to this level again to come back to this supply level. So it looks like a bit of a supply level that's formed there, which would be bad for Bitcoin. It would send it pretty well down. I don't know how far down, but it'd be pretty bad. And then we continue down which is good for Bitcoin. You want this to drop. This is the inverse. So if it goes up, it's bad for Bitcoin. Goes down, it's good for Bitcoin. The reason I pull up this double bottom, I'll bring up this MACD. Now you can see that we are curling up. Momentum is shooting up while we're flattening out. Okay, with price is going flat, momentum is going up. That suggests that we should see some bullish price action in the USDT dominance. But we'll still wait and see there. Similar, so that's that pattern there, okay? And I'll go to another pattern that's similar. If you look at this one, right here. Okay, right here, okay? And we've seen that price was flat. We had this double bottom play out, okay? 1, 2, and price was flat, double bottom, and the momentum was going up. Okay, so you had momentum going up, and price was flat. And then eventually, USDT dominance, the inverse of Bitcoin went up, okay? And Bitcoin got a correction then, yeah? So it was mid-2023, and it was bullish for USDT dominance, bad for Bitcoin. So getting a similar thing play out, double bottom, and momentum going to the upside. So have to wait and see what happens there. And if it materially plays out like it did back in 2023, we shot to the upside. Even though we crossed down, as you can see here, it crossed bearish, which is good for Bitcoin, but then flipped back bullish again and boom. So it can trick you, the MACD, especially this one I've got here. If you go on the weekly time frame, show you something interesting on the weekly. I'll move your drawings. Okay, I wrote this trend line, of course, been respecting for a very long time. And it goes back to December of 2017. So that post-halving year back then. And pretty well touched it. Every time we touched it, these arrows I've pointed out here, these have been times when Bitcoin has found tops. Okay, multiple touches. There's one here, but I didn't really count that. You get the point. And we've broken below this trend line, as you can see, but we're not broken below this low yet to confirm this breakdown, because it could be a fake break and go higher. And we can also see the MACD. This is what's concerning me too. This big bullish divergence. See this green line, and it's going higher. As you can see here, it's going higher. All right, and this is going flat. So price action is flat, but this is going higher, which suggests bullishness, and this could be a wider double bottom. So this could be a massive double bottom playing out, and we can get a nice correction before ultimately dropping eventually. I don't know exactly what the timing of it's going to be. Could be around April. I don't know. Somewhere around there, who knows? But we could get some bearishness for a while when this bullish structure plays out. It's big double bottom, which is very, very prominent in the weekly time frame, and the MACD confirms it. Bullish divergence. And I have mentioned this in the previous video. Okay, but this one here was not. This was not bullish divergence, but it was higher low there. But price is going up, so that's not divergence. And then you go, okay, another similar period we could look at is all these green lines. Yes, these are different divergences. So this is called hidden. So the price is going up, of course, as you can see there, but the divergence is going down. So when that goes down, that goes up. Usually price goes up. So it's not good for Bitcoin. Happened here. Okay. This was going down. And hidden divergence played again. So this was a higher low. Okay, that was a higher than that one. That was going lower. So that suggests we go higher. And then one more here I can show you. It's very early days, 2016. And you see, obviously that D goes way lower there. And this goes way higher. Yeah, so higher low, lower low. So bullish, it goes up. Yeah. Up we go, up we go. Played out. So there's all hidden divergences. See these ones here, they're all hidden. And then now we've got, this is not really divergence. So you can discount this one. And then, yeah, this one's bullish divergence. This is the first time I've really seen a big, wide bullish divergence. And we haven't broken this low yet, so we could potentially shoot up before going lower. Unfortunately, don't want people on here, but I see some more cooling off accumulation before the run up to the top at the end of the year, potentially Q4. So that's what's playing out there. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so dominance is another thing that's interesting. We had a nice 1% move today. And you go to the daily time frame, you can see this candle, very bullish for dominance. So this is not over yet. This old season has not started. This dominance just keeps going higher and higher and higher. If you go on the weekly, you can see this is still an uptrend. This would be a fake drop down, just potentially going downtrend. But this lower high, as you can see here. So we got the high, got lower high, but this never broke the low. This didn't break, so that doesn't confirm bearish price action until we break this low. Now we've made a higher low. This is higher than this one, and now we're shooting up. Yeah, so it's breaking to the upside, which suggests that this is not valid downward structure. Okay, that's important to note. Okay, so that's important. The dominance is not topped quite yet. Potentially, this could be the very top, but you could see something where dominance could double top before going lower, before going down, and then we have an alt season then. But for now, it's still Bitcoin season, and this channel is still well intact. Though we had a false break here 1 week, then boom, the week later, bang, we shot back up. So this is still bullish. Okay, this channel until it breaks down. So nothing to say about dominance yet. And then ETH/BTC, which is the inverse of Bitcoin dominance, so it's a complete inverse. So this goes down, Bitcoin dominance goes up, and you can see this one's actually forming. Or we could potentially, if you do close here and don't go any lower than this candle, we can wick lower, but we can't close lower on the 3-day time frame or weekly. Go ahead, look at it on the 3-day. It's quite clear we have a double bottom playing out. This could be the bottom for ETH/BTC, which suggests that Bitcoin dominance has topped, or we could just break this low. We can just keep going down, and then that's invalid. Okay, and I don't know how low it can go. If you go on the weekly time frame and have a look, I don't know how much. I've got this box drawn out. I do think this is very close to the lows, if not already in. But there is a level down here as well to note. It could come down to as well. Okay, anything's possible. How low this thing can go depends on dominance too, and the Fed. It's really all about the Fed. The Federal Reserve balance sheet will determine when the low ETH/BTC is in and the top Bitcoin dominance. All right. So if you overlay the Fed balance sheet, pull it up, where's price scale? This goes down with ETH/BTC. So they're very correlated. Not exactly to the 100% T, but they're close enough. And you can see, it's when this goes down, okay, from the top, so does ETH/BTC. This goes up and finds a very low bottom, right at the bottom there. So I've marked QE in this green line. So you found the bottom. ETH/BTC found a bottom, balance sheet at the same time, and they both went up substantially. So that was quite good period. So the red was QT, and then bad period. Okay, so Bitcoin outperforms ETH here. ETH outperforms Bitcoin in this alt season. All right. Now we had this balance sheet going down here. I've marked the red for the top here, and it goes down. All right, I'll mark this in red again. And you can see that it's also ETH/BTC goes down with the balance sheet. We found a bottom, and that was the one I just talked about. Okay. And then you get the balance sheet, which is, you can say it's going down, but it's flat. So from this low to this, it's pretty well flat. Nothing really drastic there. Okay. So nevertheless, that was flat. Okay. And predictable. And what happened to ETH/BTC? Shut up. So it went up. Okay. Had some down periods. It was choppy. It was very new back then. It just got launched, so it was very volatile. But nevertheless, it did outperform Bitcoin on this run. Okay. This 2017 bull run. So the ultimate peak was in January 2018. So we had a lower high, but had a big aggressive move up. So yeah, that's exactly what played out. As you can see there, from the balance sheet being predictable and flat, which I would suggest that is QE to a degree. And then when it drops, the balance sheet goes down, that's QT. As you can see, as BTC goes down. BTC finds the bottom, it shoots up. Same as the balance sheet. And then the Fed starts selling off their assets and then it goes down. And we won't find a bottom, all right, until this balance sheet starts ticking up. This will have to tick up for it to be bottomed. And then ETH BTC can take off to the races. I don't know how the pattern's going to play out, but it'll be something predictable and it will play out when the balance sheet gives it time to play out. So those are those ones. And I believe that's the video. So cheers. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Just going over different charts. Obviously, we mentioned my Twitter at the very start. Some tweets and what I predicted was going to happen. We had that breakdown on the 30th of January. It did end up breaking out to 85K, like I predicted it would be. It went to 89 and wicked and then shot back up again and closed very strong. And yeah, so it didn't play out as predicted. So wonder if it goes back down and fills that wick again. That's only time will tell. That's something we'll have to figure out. Because we did sweep the lows we created at 92K level. Yeah, that's very interesting to see. And we'll have to wait and see for that to play out. Or Bitcoin continues to break the high and continue higher to 108 and beyond 1,000. So yeah, we'll see what that price action does. But it's very hard to predict Bitcoin's price. It's just the hardest thing in the world. But what's easy to predict is dominance pairs. That's easy to predict because it's to do with a lot to do with the Fed policies. And look at the balance sheet. As I've showed you, you can literally pinpoint, not exactly, but very close to the bottom, the ETH BTC, and the top Bitcoin dominance. Right, so the inverse of that one. And you can look at USDT dominance, its long-term trend line, and get an idea of where that can accelerate. Which is basically the inverse of Bitcoin's price, and we'll have to wait and see where that one goes because we are forming a double bottom on the weekly and 3-day time frame, and both look like it want to break the upside. The MACD with the bullish divergence is playing out there, especially on the weekly time frame. It's a very wide divergence, so we could get a correction in Bitcoin very soon. So be wary of that one. It's not looking quite good for Bitcoin. So just be wary of it. It's quite obvious pattern playing out. So we could get some correction coming. And yeah, that was pretty well it for the video. It was just dominance pairs, Bitcoin USD, and where we think we're going to go with it. And hope you enjoyed it. So a bit of a simple one today. So if you did enjoy, please smash the like. Comment your thoughts below. Subscribe to stay updated. Please sure check out the links below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.